みたいに言わないで。イーファ助けて。聖火くん、まだ甘いんじゃないかな。
というわけで今日はイーファも一緒に勉強してくれるって。
So the end of today's episode was really, really cute with the scene of Seika and Maybell and her changing her hair color and, you know, kind of like acting like pretty like submissive and at the same time acting like really, really like ready to run away because of Seika's like regimen and his coaching plan when it comes to like educating her and getting her up to speed. Because the reality of Maybell's situation, she was never ready or prepared to actually be in school. She was just there kind of like as a proxy or as somebody to be used and then get thrown away. So now that she's here and like this reality has become reality, she now has to like catch up and everything. So Seika is taking two forms: A, protection, and B, education. And I really love that. So I really enjoyed the end of the episode quite a bit. I like Maybell as a character. I like how she's kind of like the tsundere type, you know, definitely like very strong-willed, but then submissive, you know, kind of when you kind of push through all the different barriers. That was really enjoyable to watch. Now, for the rest of the episode, not a whole lot happened this episode. For the most part, it was just a pretty good episode. We got through the end of the tournament pretty quickly. We got to find out about Maybell. We got to find out about like what exactly was driving her. Originally, it was just a plan of, you know, kind of being the hero's stand-in. But really, the thing that was driving her is that Kyle was actually her brother. And we got to find out about, like, all of the different merchant, what do they call the Langrock merchants or whatever they are. But this like, terrible merchant group that essentially builds up soldiers, you know, kind of push stuff in their brain, puts curses and stuff. And we got to find out that her brother is basically used. And typically, they'll build a soldier, they'll put people around him. Or, you know, basically they'll pick soldiers, they'll pick the best of a group that they create, and then they'll kill off the rest of the group to kind of like really stick it to that soldier kind of thing. And typically they'll make that soldier do it. So they're really effed up group. So we find out more about that. And basically her goal here is to kill her brother because she knows that he wouldn't want to live the way he's living. Seika debauches her whole entire plan. He's like, you're not going to be the hero stand-in. You're not going to be the hero's proxy. And I'm not going to let you kill your brother. Like, I'm going to take care of all this for you. I'm going to take care of you and everything. Even his 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐵 is like, yo, what the hell, Seika? Like, you always got to be helping people. So that was a really cool scene as well between his 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐵 kind of calling him out there. And he did end up delivering all of that. He defeated Maybell in the tournament. And then when it came to fighting Kyle, he defeated Kyle as well. And Kyle had a curse placed on him. And obviously, you know, Seika is the king of curses at this point. So he got really heated at the fact that they tried to beat him via curses. And he almost pulled up like an ultimate resurrection type spell. He's like, I'm not going to let you guys win this. But his 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐵 talked him out of it and like, hey, you made a promise to yourself that you wouldn't expose yourself to this level. And if you pull off this spell, you're going to be announcing to the world kind of like what you can do. So he pulled back. He allowed Kyle to die. He took responsibility. Even if it wasn't verbal responsibility, he took responsibility for Maybell. And now he delivered her to the school. We found out that the principal had basically everything that happened in this episode, you know, everything that happened with this tournament, the principal had that in mind, the old lady. And she basically curated him to go and, you know, be part of this tournament and to save Maybell and everything because she felt bad for her. And she was like, I could tell that Seika will pull this off. So she put all her cookies in his cookie jar and he was able to pull it off. And we find out that she's way north of 300 years old. So she's been around for a while. So that was a really cool thing to see as well. And kind of really, it brought him and the principal closer. So he'll be able to be more forthcoming with kind of needs and wants in the future. So I think this is going to be a really good win for Seika, you know, overall. But overall, really good episode. You know, just not a whole lot happened. You know, we kind of hit these kind of like points in the episode. Maybell, find out what drove her, get a little bit of her backstory, find out about Kyle, get a little bit of his backstory. Seika overcoming both, putting him to rest, getting her back into school, and now she looks tremendously cuter with her little hair and everything too. So now Seika has one more to the harem. He now has Aoife, a spirit user. He now has Amu, the hero. and now has Maybell, who is just a very powerful warrior at this point as well too. And I guess you want to throw in the old lady principal in there. You can, but man got the grandma fever. Just kidding. But regardless, I think it was a really good episode overall. But that's really all that happened this episode. So if I had to give it a rating, I would say this is a 7 out of 10. Nothing like really exploded off the screen. Nothing like really like surprised me. But I just thought that the end was a really, really cute end. So I think I would normally give this like a 6 out of 10. Pretty decent episode, but it got a 7. To me, I'll give that one extra point because I think the ending of the episode was like beyond cuteness. So that's my overall thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Let me know now who's in the run-in for best girl this season so far. Do you got your hand in the 𝐒𝐴 pot, the 𝐴𝐴, or the Maybell? I think Maybell's going up there. 𝐒𝐴 obviously, she has all of the things that you like, but I think Maybell's like, I like her. So let's see how this goes. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Anything I missed, put it down in the comments. And if you're still like, I love this, let me know why. All right, see you guys next week. Peace, my friends.